On this episode, we find out we're not as young as we thought we were.
Why? Just because we're not up to date on everything Star Wars?
Yeah, that's about it. Like, remember, when we were younger, we would have known everything about Star Wars. We would have been waiting in the parking lot. We would have known about the new Star Wars land opening at Disney.
True, that's right. But now we barely know what's going on and when.
Yeah, we couldn't even figure out where it was on the map. How do we get so old that we can't read maps? Although we are guys, so I guess guys can't read maps. So I don't feel so bad about that. But we still know more than most in this episode.
Yes. And we know not to take a lot of selfies at the park because it will cause skin damage.
That's right. That's awful. I can't believe that. And I found a new segment for us to work on. Scott breaks a world record.
Huh? I do?
Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show and podcast.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. And what we've noticed is going on in the world today is Lucasfilm, Star Wars, all that stuff. We're getting old because we know less. We would be so excited about this in the future. We would know about all of this stuff ahead of time, and we can't figure it out. So no. Disneyland is announcing that the Galaxy's Edge, the all-new land at Disneyland, opens May 31st this year, 2019.
Yes.
Yet, we can't figure out anything about it. I mean, obviously, it's going to be crowded. You can't get in. There's no more reservations. You're going to have reservations, get there until June. So by the time we're telling you this, it's already too late to go.
Yes.
But what's opening on May 31st is the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And then later this year is Star Wars Rise of the Resistance.
Yes.
And there's going to be some kind of toy place that's going to open. It's all kind of custom interactive. You can build lightsabers and build a droid, or we can't figure out where this is going to be. But there's even an app now for Disneyland Parks app, where you can actually like hack things and scan things there and stuff like that. So I'm like, what? So there's going to be, but so dining, you get to dine at the Org's Cantina, right? Get the beverages and stuff like that. You can the Docking Bay 7, food court.
Right.
So, that'll just be a food court that's decorated.
You're not the droid you're looking for.
Right. There's going to be a milk stand with blue or green milk. So did Luke Skywalker see? So I didn't even know. It says that Luke Skywalker famously drank during the Star Wars movies. First off, did we know that blue and green liquid that he was drinking was actually milk? Or did I just think it was some alien?
I thought they said it was like one of the alien critters' milk, but I can't remember.
Did they really? See, I'm officially old. Because I'm like, Batu's Burgers and Bites. You can get Ronto Roasters. Right? That's a grilled sausage and pork. Yep. Right? I don't even know, right?
Now, the thing that makes this so frustrating is you're right.
We're old. We don't know about
the first movie. We camped outside in front of the theater for 2.5 freaking days with sleeping bags and tents.
Right.
To see this movie. And then I saw it like 30 times in the first year it was out. I still cannot wait to see these movies, but I no longer have the time, because real life has interfered, of course, to really immerse myself in the world anymore. It's just sad. Now it's just a distraction, a pleasant entertainment distraction.
Yep, but Toydarian Toy Maker is going to open up, where there's handcrafted toys made by local artisans. So that's like a big deal. It's going to. But I'm like, what? Well, how do I not know this? But yeah, is there? I didn't know there was any more room at Disneyland.
I know. You used to live really close to there.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was. So I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm looking at the map that they have, even though the map I'm sure is cut off because I can't see the bottom of it, which really annoys me. But maybe if I do this. No, yeah, cut off. Oh, yes, that worked.
Okay, so you clicked into it, but it still doesn't help us.
There's the hotel, California Adventure Park. I see what you mean. There's no open space.
Yeah, I didn't know there was any open space around where you could build stuff. So apparently,
wait. What's this?
Because I see where California Adventure is, and I see where Disney is, and it's You get Disney Drive on one side and Harbor Street on the other side, and you got 5 blocking the other side. So I have no idea. But it's there somewhere.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, it'll be there. It'll be very cool.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
It's all in that place where those blue dots are. So it's all within that spot. So if you go back, so you're coming into Maine, right, and you go to the castle, you want to go out past Frontierland towards your left. Towards your left, I guess. Yeah, I guess there's room there. I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
But
all
yeah, crazy.
We learned something new today.
Yeah, we did learn something new today. Okay, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Both Scott and I have seen
Endgame. Avengers Endgame.
And I gave Scott a good, without telling you and wrecking, it didn't wreck the story for you, right?
That is correct.
I told him where he could go to the bathroom. So this is a good bathroom break point.
Yes, and it's a 3-hour movie, and you're drinking a lot of beverages, and you're eating salty popcorn. You're going to have to pee.
Okay, so we all know that the Infinity Stones are part of the movie, that they've got to get the Infinity Stones back, right?
Correct.
So just before they go to find the Infinity Stones, not wrecking anything, that's a good time to go to the bathroom. Just before they go, because it takes a little while to ramp up where they're finding it, so they'll give you enough time to get out and get to the bathroom. And it's about right part in the movie where you're going to have to pee anyways.
Right.
So again, though, I love you movie makers, but movies do not need to be 3 hours long. They don't. They just don't. They just don't. I mean, tighten it up a little bit, get a little better story.
And then release a, DVD with the extended version of stuff in it, with all the stuff in it you want. So they can watch their home and pause.
Everybody buy that. But
they get money twice, because they're going to see the movie in the theater for the experience of the theater. Then they're going to want to know about the stuff that was cut out to make it in the theater at a shorter time.
Right,
so
and I want
money twice.
And at that point, I want to hear all the director stuff of why we did this and what we were thinking here and what I missed in the movie. Like, oh, you should have caught this. Did you realize that this was an homage to that? And not a spoiler, Stan Lee is in the movie, so watch for that.
But there is one very, very important thing that we should tell our people, because I did not know about it, and it irritated.
Is it a spoiler?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know how at the end of all the movies, you watch for the halfway through the credits, they give you another 3-minute segment of.
Oh yeah, there isn't one in this movie. No. Is that a spoiler? Is that a spoiler? I don't think it's a spoiler. I think that's a tip. But yeah, there is no end. The end game has no end clip.
Right. So, and I really look forward to those, because I get a kick out of them, because sometimes they're really, really funny, and sometimes they're a hint of what's to come. And sometimes.
But this is the end, so there's nothing to come. So there you go.
Okay. Sorry, folks.
It's the end game.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Steve will tell you. He'll give you the spoiler of how it ends.
That's how every movie ended. Just like the Titanic. I wrecked the movie for everybody. At the end of the Titanic, the boat sinks.
That's right.
Oh, thanks for ruining the movie for me. Okay.
If you don't know your history, that's your fault.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't know what's going on in the movie, that's your fault.
Yeah.
But so there's that. And then, I'm going to sneeze. So
I remember when that movie first came out, I had absolutely zero desire to watch the movie. And people would always ask me, why don't you want to see it? I said, it's common sense. The boat sinks. No, it's a love story. No, it's about
even a bigger reason for a guy not to see it. I'm taking my chick girl there. It's a chick flick.
Yeah, it is a chick flick.
But so speaking of taking pictures of you waiting in line, which I don't know if you did or didn't, but I just said you did.
Yeah.
So did you know that selfies can affect your mental health? And now selfies can actually affect your physical health. So
Really?
They've always talked about people who are obsessed with taking selfies and, does it give them a complex and are they narcissistic and all that kind of stuff, yada, yada, yada. And then, people, and not enough people liked my picture. But one of the big things that people do when they take selfies is nobody ever takes just one, right?
That's
Oh,
right.
that one doesn't look good. That one doesn't look good. That one doesn't look good. But did you know selfies can be bad for skin? Taking selfies can be as bad for skin as smoking and sitting in the sun.
Okay. No, I did not know that. And no, I'm not going to believe it either.
You're not going to believe it?
No.
Why are you not going to believe it? Okay,
Well,
you do know that this screen gives off Blu-rays, right? This screen, when it's turned on, gives off a thing called Blu-rays.
Well, that's because
That is a fact. And these Blu-rays, these electromagnetic rays, which I'm pointing at you. Oh, I don't have it on. I'm pointing them at you. Pointing them at you.
I know. Did I? Oh no, that's water.
They accelerate aging at an alarming rate. There's been a sharp rise in the number of patients that are going to, believe it or not, and here's what they call it, they are suffering from selfie-induced skin damage. Selfie-induced skin damage. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
All the bloggers and models and all that, the Blu-rays that come from the smartphone screens can actually cause as much damage or more damage than cigarette smoke and sunshine.
Well, I'm thinking that they're just tired of seeing a whole bunch of people taking a picture like this.
No, hang on. Like what?
First, they looked up all your pictures.
First off, it's got to be over the top here. I can't even get in the right position to take this off.
Apparently, it works better for women because they can do that pucker look the best. But
whatever.
You always see them. They all do it too. They always do that pucker face. I don't understand what that's all about.
You look better that way. But yeah, is that crazy?
Goofy.
Is that crazy? You got the camera pointed at you so often that it is actually, it's terrible.
Okay. So it's a good thing I'm not using my phone anymore for my cooking show.
Well, you don't hold it in your face. It's not like up against your face.
I'll tell you something. That camera is about that same distance as an arm length away.
Oh, which camera?
The one I'm doing my cooking show, the one on my face.
Oh, but do you have the screen on or just the camera on? Well, I guess you have the screen on so you can see what you're doing.
Yes, I'll make sure that I'm in the screen.
All right, so it's a good thing that we're using Logitech cameras then.
Yes.
So dehydrate sunscreen. Can we use sunscreen to protect ourselves? Does sunscreen protect you from Blu-rays for smartphones? I don't know.
I don't know. There says that
before you stock up on moisturizer, on moisturizer sunscreen, Chesney says that ordinary sun skincare products won't reverse the harm that's already been done. Condition claims dehydrating skin from with using sunscreen, which protects against high visibility, which are used for treating damage. It doesn't say.
No,
well, that doesn't help me.
All right, folks, take less selfies.
Take less selfies. So here's a woman who never met a man she didn't like. Did she say that?
Ooh.
Did she say that?
No, I don't think it was Mae West. I think that was oh my God, she was the other bombshell from the day. Goodness gracious, she was a pinup girl, a real pinup girl.
Well, it wasn't Marilyn Monroe.
See, now, no, why can't I remember her name?
I joked about who said I never met a man I didn't like. It says I joked about every prominent, but I never met a man I didn't like.
What's funny is it's saying that Will Rogers
said it. Oh. Okay, well, I thought it was Mae West.
So, but anywho's.
Okay.
This particular.
So what did Mae West say? Let's jump on to Mae West here. Yeah, let's jump on to Mae West. Me first.
Yep. You first?
Yeah, what did she say?
You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. And that's so true.
That is true.
Well,
So,
unless you believe in reincarnation.
Scott
Me?
wants to do it right. And one of the things that Scott wants to do is Scott wants to break a Guinness World Book record.
Ooh, I do?
Right?
Sure, why not?
Right?
I'll go along with that.
No, you don't.
Well,
You do? Well, I think I've got a new segment for us.
good, because the 2 records I wanted to break, I can't do anymore.
Dry spot.
Yeah, me too. That's why I just drank the last of my beverage. So hopefully I can get through the rest of the show because I don't want to get up and get any more. How to set or break a world record. I like this. Are you okay?
No, I was not okay, and you weren't talking.
Well, I was interested in how the cool colors your face is changing.
I got a super bad dry spot I can't get rid of. All right. So Guinness actually has a whole process, right? Explore the world record database thoroughly, choose a world record to attempt, apply and wait to receive the guidelines, understanding the requirements and evidence needed for the attempt, practice, carry out your official world ticket, and submit your evidence, cover letter, and all the other required documents. Then the moment of truth, they send you your letter, right? So what if we just do segments that you can't break and you just do them?
Okay.
Right?
Like
let's just find some. We'll go through it to the database.
Right.
And find stuff that you just want to try. Even if you suck at it and can't do it. Let's just grab some and we'll do a segment once a month or maybe once a week where Scott tries to break a world record.
Okay.
We could do eating eggs or jumping rope or smashing stuff on your head. I don't know. Let's take a look at it. Balancing biscuits, coins.
I'm trying to find the database. I clicked on what I thought was the database.
Well, yeah, that's not for this show. This was just something to do in the future.
Well, yeah, I know. I just
always loved, right?
Well, there's even records for kids.
Right. You could try breaking some of those. Right? There's one guy who tried to stack dice together and hold them together between his fingers, right?
Right.
So, do something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at all these crazy things people have done. Like the largest Star Wars toothpick sculpture.
Right? So you can start building a toothpick sculpture. You could do the smallest Star Wars toothpick sculpture. You put one toothpick and go, it's a Millennium Falcon.
There you go. All right.
Right?
That'll give me something to do in my spare time.
Right? You look through those and things you want to show, like eating hard-boiled eggs or something.
Ooh.
Or eating pistachios.
Ooh.
Sure. All kinds of eating ones you could do.
I like eating ones. Especially,
right?
Eating donuts. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to pass it. We just see how many donuts you can eat.
Sure.
It'd be fun.
Oh, wait a minute. We're going to have to do an early show then.
Why?
Because I can't eat after 6 p.m.
That's fine. We'll do an early show.
We record almost all our shows after 6 p.m.
That's fine. It's all good.
Okay, cool.
We'll do it early. I don't care.
That's a good idea. I like that. Thanks for coming up with it.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun. Like, even if you fail at it. It'd just be, and we find one that you're actually good at, we might go for it.
Exactly. I was just really nervous when I saw your subject because it said, I break a world record or I die trying to. What?
Yeah, well, you always wanted to do one. We might find one in here that you could actually break because some of the records we looked at going, we could have broke that.
Yeah. Ooh, that's what we should do. The longest talk show? No, I'm sure that's been done. Because both of us can talk a long time.
There's a lot of gaming ones. Somebody playing something the longest or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad, but obviously I am.
We don't have that kind of time at work. I know.
Yeah. Maybe, wintertime is when I have a little bit more time.
Yep. Well, I found a phrase for our phrase origin story that I've heard and I never understood it. So I'm going to try and explain it. And I think it makes sense after I explain it. But have you ever heard of the phrase, well, you could create these records by and large?
I've never had it say that way, but I have heard the phrase by and large,
right? So what does by and large mean?
Let's see. Is it nautical?
No, what does it mean?
Oh.
I don't think I have it.
No, you didn't put it in there.
Why did I put it in there?
Well, the original meaning was to understand the by and large. No, that's part of the thing.
No, what? No, again, you're no help.
Bad.
Okay, in whole, everything considered, right? So on the whole, everything considered. So by and large, everything considered, right? By and large,
sure.
That's what it means, right? Everything considered. Right? Got it?
Got it.
Okay.
Wait. I'm plugging this ear. Say it again so it stays in this time.
I don't know. It means
to be considered. Yeah. Okay. Everything considered. Got it.
Yeah. So it was originally a nautical term. Yes?
No.
Nautical?
It was wrongly ascribed as a nautical term.
Oh,
was it? No. This one really is one. Cool. You got me.
That's what I said. So your wind. So first of all, understand the two terms, right? By and large.
Yes.
So large was the wind. And when the wind picked up and it blew like straight behind you, the wind was large, right?
Okay.
You got a thin wind or a light wind, but when that wind was blowing from your backside and pushing into that sail, that was a large wind.
Cool.
So now the harder part is, so you were moving, right?
Yep.
Everything considered, bam, you're large, right? So now you got to get the by part, okay? So by is you were sailing by the wind, right? So you had a large wind. So you're by the wind, right? You weren't by motor. You were by the wind. The wind was pushing your sails. You were by the wind. So by and large was the best wind you could have.
Right.
So you're by the wind and it's large. So by and large, all the wind is coming into your sails. Everything considered. All the wind's coming into your sails by and large. Okay? So did that make sense now?
Yes.
So you had foul weather or whatever, you were by and large, your ability to sail, not only, but that was it. Everything considered, by and large, was the best. So there it is.
Cool. And of course, with a large wind, they could use their largest square sails, which made the ship go really fast.
Really fast, by and large, everything considered. Throw everything up there. We got them by and large. Okay.
Cool.
So there it is. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
If you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Go to whathappened.world. Go to our podcast. You can click on the Apple podcast or the Android podcast or the RSS feed, and you can get to all of our podcasts. So listen to our podcast. Go to the YouTube show. Check and see what we look like. Go to our Facebook page or our Instagram page. Subscribe to us. Send us messages on the webpage.
Yes, we love those.
Go out and find Fun Guy the Entertainer cooks for you. That's right. Fun Guy the Entertainer still cooks for you.
I do.
And with that, I want to say live every day, and we'll see you at the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.